Welcome to the Ontario Mortgage and Real Estate Insights podcast. I'm your host, Steve Hamoen. In this podcast, we cover the daily developments, trends, and regulatory changes affecting the real estate and mortgage industry. We bring you insights sourced from reputable news outlets to help you stay informed and make well-informed decisions. Today, we have a packed docket, so let us dive right in. In June 2024, home sales in Toronto experienced a notable rise, increasing by 4.2% compared to the previous month. This growth highlights a positive trend in the Toronto real estate market, indicating robust buyer activity and a favorable environment for sellers. Several factors contribute to this uptick, including attractive mortgage rates, strong demand for housing, and a stable economic backdrop. The Toronto Regional Real Estate Board, known as TREB, reported this increase, pointing to heightened buyer confidence and competitive market conditions. Despite rising interest rates in other parts of North America, Toronto's housing market remains buoyant. This resilience is driven by factors unique to the region, such as a growing population, increased immigration, and a strong job market. One of the key drivers of the rise in home sales is the sustained demand for housing. Toronto continues to attract a diverse array of buyers, from first-time homeowners to investors, all seeking to capitalize on the city's dynamic market. This demand is bolstered by attractive financing options, as mortgage rates in Canada remain relatively low, enabling more buyers to enter the market. The increase in sales is also attributed to a seasonal boost in market activity, a common trend during the summer months. Warmer weather and the end of the school year often prompt families to move, leading to a higher number of transactions. Additionally, sellers are motivated to list their properties during this period to take advantage of the increased buyer interest. Economic stability in Toronto has also played a crucial role in this positive trend. With a strong labor market and ongoing urban development, the city's real estate market is well supported. The combination of job opportunities and vibrant community life continues to make Toronto an attractive place to live and invest. In conclusion, the 4.2% increase in home sales in Toronto during June 2024 reflects a healthy and active real estate market. The ongoing demand for housing, favorable economic conditions, and seasonal factors have all contributed to this growth. As Toronto continues to develop and attract new residents, its real estate market is expected to remain dynamic and competitive. In our next story, we turn our attention to a controversial rental listing that has sparked outrage across Ontario. A landlord in Burlington's Shore Acres neighborhood has come under fire for a rental ad that bans tenants from using the home's kitchen, yet charges a staggering $1,200 per month. This listing has been widely criticized for its lack of basic amenities and exorbitant cost. According to the listing, the furnished bedroom is advertised as perfect for a single female or male and includes a separate entrance to the garage and a separate washroom. However, it notably excludes access to the home's kitchen. Instead, the tenant is provided with a makeshift kitchen setup in the garage, consisting of a fridge, microwave, separate kitchen sink, and an electric kettle. Crucially, there is no access to a stove, oven, or dishwasher. This unusual arrangement has drawn significant backlash online. The ad was quickly reshared on Reddit, where users expressed their horror and disgust at the idea of a tenant being asked to prepare meals in a garage. One user sarcastically commented, "Surprised the bed was not in the garage also," highlighting the absurdity of the situation. Another user pointed out the hygiene issues, noting, "The ad also mentions garage spaces included, so you would be preparing meals next to your vehicle. Not exactly the most hygienic place to do so." Despite the widespread criticism, some people have noted that this accommodation might still be considered affordable by those struggling to find housing in Ontario's expensive rental market. With the average cost of leasing a one-bedroom apartment in the Greater Toronto area hitting approximately $2,100, options like this, although far from ideal, might still attract tenants. Unfortunately, this is not an isolated incident. In April, another landlord in Toronto faced backlash for imposing bizarre rules on tenants, such as limiting showers to once a day and allowing no-notice inspections. This landlord also required tenants to complete mandatory monthly household tasks or face an additional $35 charge on their rent. These instances highlight the ongoing challenges renters face in Ontario's competitive and often unforgiving rental market. As rental prices continue to soar, tenants are increasingly finding themselves at the mercy of landlords who impose unreasonable and sometimes downright bizarre conditions. It is crucial for prospective tenants to thoroughly vet rental listings and landlords to ensure they are entering into fair and reasonable agreements. As the interest rate landscape begins to shift after a period of high rates, Canadian mortgage holders facing renewal have an opportunity to reevaluate their options. With signs of rates starting to ease and the first, albeit small, rate cut now behind us, it is crucial to approach your mortgage renewal strategically. Here is a guide to help you navigate this critical financial decision. Understanding the current market dynamics is essential. The Bank of Canada's interest rate policies significantly impact mortgage rates. After a period of rate hikes designed to curb inflation, there is cautious optimism that we are at the beginning of a downward trend. However, the economic environment remains volatile, and predictions can change quickly. As you approach your mortgage renewal, being informed and proactive is key. Here's a checklist to help you make the best decision when your renewal is on the near horizon. First, assess your current financial situation. Review your income, expenses, and any changes in your financial circumstances since you last renewed your mortgage. Evaluate your long-term financial goals, such as paying off your mortgage sooner or reducing monthly payments. Second, check your credit score. A good credit score can provide leverage in negotiating better mortgage rates. Obtain a copy of your credit report and correct any errors that may negatively impact your score. Third, research market rates and trends. Keep an eye on current mortgage rates and economic forecasts. Compare rates from various lenders to get a sense of what is available in the market. Fourth, consider the type of mortgage that suits your needs. Decide between a fixed rate and a variable rate mortgage. Fixed rates offer stability, while variable rates may offer lower initial rates with the potential for savings if rates fall. Evaluate hybrid mortgages if you want a mix of stability and flexibility. While most fixed-rate mortgages are set for a 5-year period, do not just compare a 5-year fixed to a variable, consider shorter terms as well. Next, evaluate the term and amortization of your mortgage. Shorter terms often have lower rates but require renewal sooner, potentially at a different rate environment. Consider the impact of extending or shortening your amortization period on your monthly payments and overall interest costs. Calculate potential penalties associated with breaking your mortgage early or switching lenders. It is very unlikely that breaking a mortgage early will make sense right now. Factor these costs into your decision-making process. Explore prepayment options. Some mortgages offer the ability to make extra payments without penalties, which can save on interest over the life of the loan. Review your current mortgage's prepayment privileges and compare them with new offers. Negotiate with your current lender. Do not accept the first offer from your current lender. Use your research to negotiate better terms. Ask about loyalty discounts or incentives for renewing your mortgage with them. Consult multiple lenders and brokers. Shop around and get quotes from various lenders, including banks, credit unions, and mortgage brokers. Be wary of brokers pushing specific products. Their recommendations may be influenced by commissions or incentives. Seek professional advice. Consider consulting a professional financial planner to align your mortgage decision with your broader financial goals. A mortgage broker can provide access to multiple lenders, but ensure they are transparent about any commissions they earn. Ask them to show the commissions earned on each possible option. Stay skeptical about any limited time offers. You need to take your time to evaluate all the options and be cautious about high-pressure sales tactics. Get everything in writing too. Renewing your mortgage in a shifting interest rate environment can be challenging, but it also presents opportunities. By staying informed, exploring your options, and negotiating effectively, you can secure terms that align with your financial goals. Remember, this is a significant financial decision. Take the time to make it wisely. Turning our focus to Whitchurch-Stouffville, the local real estate market has witnessed a significant surge in home prices. According to the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board, the average price for a home in Whitchurch-Stouffville rose to $1.52 million in June 2024. This marks an impressive 9.2% increase from May 2024 and a 6% rise compared to June 2023. The month-over-month increase translates to an additional $128,653, showcasing the dynamic nature of the market in this region. The market activity in Whitchurch-Stouffville has been quite telling. There were 54 home sales in June, with homes spending an average of 25 days on the market. This highlights a brisk pace of transactions, although it is worth noting that sales were down 14.3% compared to the previous year. On the flip side, active listings have surged by a remarkable 80.4% year over year, reaching a total of 258 active listings by the end of June. When we break down the data by property type, the trends become even more interesting. Detached houses in Whitchurch-Stouffville averaged $1.7 million, reflecting a modest 2.3% increase from May 2024 and a more substantial 6.7% rise from June 2023. There were 41 sales of detached houses, with these properties typically staying on the market for 27 days. The number of active listings for detached houses stood at 189 by the end of the month. In contrast, semi-detached houses experienced a decline. The average price for a semi-detached house fell by 9.7% month over month to $1.02 million, and it was down 14.8% year over year. There was only one sale of a semi-detached house in June, with the property spending 14 days on the market. The number of active listings for semi-detached houses was 8 at the end of June. Attached houses in Whitchurch-Stouffville saw a slight uptick in prices, averaging $994,990. This represents a 1.7% increase from May 2024, but an 11.5% decrease compared to June 2023. There were 10 sales of attached houses, and these properties typically spent 19 days on the market. By the end of June, there were 33 active listings for attached houses. Apartment-style condominiums also showed a notable price increase. The average price for an apartment-style condo rose to $747,500 in June 2024, marking an 11.1% increase month over month. However, it is important to note that this price is down 19% compared to June 2023. There were 2 sales of apartment-style condos, with these units spending an average of 24 days on the market. The number of active listings for apartment-style condos stood at 20 by the end of June. Looking at the broader trends, the average sale price for all housing types in Whitchurch-Stouffville has increased significantly over the past decade. Compared to June 2014, the average sale price has surged by 137.3%. This includes a $1.01 million gain for detached houses, a $539,088 gain for semi-detached houses, a $542,252 gain for attached houses, and a $279,500 gain for apartment-style condos. These figures underscore the long-term growth and investment potential in the Whitchurch-Stouffville real estate market. Our final story today revolves around a significant leadership change in the regulatory landscape of Ontario's mortgage industry. Mark White, the Chief Executive Officer of the Financial Services Regulatory Authority of Ontario, commonly known as FSRA, has announced that he will be stepping down from his role later this month. White will be taking on a new position as chair of the Ontario Energy Board. Mark White has been at the helm of FSRA since May 2018, bringing with him a wealth of experience in regulation, risk management, governance, law, and finance. Prior to his tenure at FSRA, White held prominent roles such as Senior Vice President and Head of Enterprise Risk at the Bank of Montreal, and positions at the Office of the Superintendent of Financial Institutions, RBC Capital Markets, and Ernst & Young LLP. During his time at FSRA, White made significant contributions to the mortgage industry. He was instrumental in implementing Ontario's Title Protection Framework for financial advisors and planners. This initiative aimed to enhance consumer protection by ensuring higher standards of practice within the financial advisory and planning profession. Additionally, White introduced new private mortgage licensing requirements, further strengthening consumer safeguards in the mortgage brokering industry. As Mark White transitions to his new role, FSRA has appointed Stephen Power as the interim Chief Executive Officer. Power currently serves as the Executive Vice President of Corporate Services at FSRA, where he oversees finance, risk management, human resources, information technology, facilities planning, and project management. The FSRA board has also extended the term of its chair, Joanne De Laurentiis, for 1 year to ensure continuity during this leadership transition. This leadership change comes at a critical time for FSRA, as the organization continues to navigate the complexities of the mortgage industry and implement regulatory frameworks that protect consumers and promote industry integrity. The appointment of an interim chief executive officer ensures that FSRA will maintain its momentum in these efforts, while the search for a permanent successor is underway. In conclusion, Mark White's departure from FSRA marks the end of a significant chapter in the organization's history. His contributions have left a lasting impact on the regulatory landscape, and his new role as chair of the Ontario Energy Board will undoubtedly benefit from his extensive expertise. As Stephen Power steps in as interim chief executive officer, FSRA is well positioned to continue its mission of enhancing consumer protection and fostering a fair and efficient financial services marketplace. That wraps up today's episode of the Ontario Mortgage and Real Estate Insights podcast. We hope you found today's discussions informative and valuable. Remember to stay tuned for our next episode, where we will continue to bring you the latest developments and insights in the real estate and mortgage industry. Thank you for joining us, and have a great day.